Hey guys, it's me Hero Forever, and today I'm going to go and show you guys how you can create this 100% AFK-able villager automatic farm. And this is what it can basically harvest. As you can see, I have the wheat on this side. We also have carrots over here. It can also do potatoes as well as beetroot, really anything they probably end up adding to the game if you're watching this in a later time period. So for this automatic villager designed farm, you can see there's two designs. There's the one on the left right here and the one on the right. The one on the right is only for wheat, and on the left right here, this is for carrots, potatoes, and beetroot. So basically for the wheat one, if you're trying to create a wheat automated villager farm, this is everything you're going to need in this chest right here, which is 2 hoppers, 9 blocks of redstone, some grass or dirt blocks, building blocks of your choice and or glass, 1 hopper minecart, some rails, some powered rails, some type of lighting of your choice. We have the composter, and then we need 1 bed. So this is for the wheat farm. And then if you go over to the one right here with the potatoes, carrots, and beetroots, this is what you need for this one. So you need 1 hopper, some grass or dirt blocks, building blocks of your choice and or glass, some lighting options, 2 trapdoors of your choice. And then you're going to want a couple rails as well as hopper minecarts. And also you're going to want 3 beds. So no matter what design you plan on making, both of them are going to start the same building wise. So what you're going to do to start off the tutorial is you're going to get your grass blocks. You're going to find a flat surface where you want to go and build it, and you're going to build 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break the 3 bottom blocks. And now you're going to make this 9 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're going to go out 8 on this side, so it's a total of 9 back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're just going to make this into a little box area. And then all we're going to do is fill in the box completely, so we're left with a 9 by 9 square. Completely filled up. What you're going to do is you're going to put a hole right in the center of it. Then you're going to get a half slab of your choice, put it there, and then you're going to waterlog it by getting water and tapping on it. Once we have that out there, we're going to get a building block of our choice. I'm choosing glass right here, and we're going to build a big square basically essentially around it. And then we're going to build it up 1 taller, that way the villagers can't jump out. Once you finish up doing that, it should look like this right here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to get the building block of your choice. I'm choosing slabs right here for this, just as design. It doesn't matter at all what you use, but I'm choosing slabs. So you're going to go around the whole top part of this right here, and then you're going to fill in right here. So it's going to give you a 2 block high thing. And the reason we're making this 2 blocks tall is so the villagers can't jump and break the crops. So what we're going to do is just simply fill all of this in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now that all of this is filled in, we have kind of our little area for the villager to be farming. So now what we want to do is get our bed and a building block of our choice. And you can go and place it anywhere you want. What I actually might do for this tutorial actually is put it right up here. I think that might be good. But now we're going to want our composter. Grab this as well as the lighting of our choice. And put the composter right in the middle, as well as our lighting source right on top of it. And the reason we want this light right here, or just any lights around here in general, is because the plants can't grow during the nighttime. Most of them can't anyways. So we want it to be lit up, that way it can grow basically whenever. So once we have that finished, all we need to do is get out a villager, which if you're in survival mode, you're going to have to go and find one, and then you can build up some mine carts or mine tracks or something and just basically try and get it inside of here. Once you have the villager in here, it should connect to both its workstation and the bed, and if it doesn't do that, you have to make sure that the other villagers haven't connected to it, which in this case, this villager right here, you can see actually changed his job, and he's connected onto over here. So we don't want that to happen. So what we can do actually is break this old workstation, place a new one down, and you see he connected to this one now. So now that he's content with this one over here, we can place this workstation down, and this guy will connect to it because he's the only guy that can. So now he's connected onto there. We'll go and place that right there, and now break this workstation. So I just wanted to go over that real quick in case you guys are having trouble with trying to get your villagers to connect to the workstation. So really just go and make sure that other villagers aren't connected to it, and if there are no other villagers in the area, the villager might simply just have his trades locked. And that's basically what happens when you trade with the villager once. it locks in his job so he can't change anymore. So right here, you see this guy is here. He's working like he should be, even though there's other ones around him. And now what we have is essentially a working farm. So what we can do is go down here. We're going to get a hoe and just start hoeing all of this land. That way you can start planting things. And once you do that, after a little bit of time, you should notice that the land starts turning a little bit darker. And now that's basically as far as we can go for similarities in these two farms. Now I'm going to go over the wheat farm first and show you guys how you can go and make this for wheat only. So if you're making this farm for carrots, beetroot, or potatoes, simply just go and skip a couple minutes into the video until I go over that part. So to start out with the wheat collection system, what you're going to do is first place a little gap with this with a building block of your choice, and you're going to mimic the dirt row above it. So basically you're just going to make a 9x9 box area right underneath the dirt with a 1 block gap. And once you get that done, what you're going to do is right here, it doesn't matter which side or anything like that, but if it helps with the reference or anything, this is where you're going to do it. 1 block out from the side, you're going to place down a bunch of redstone blocks. So now what you can do is go out 1 right here, and then go up 1, so it kind of is a little L or half a box shape. And you're going to make all of these powered rails all the way up until the very last one. And then you're going to go down again with powered rails all the way up until the last one. So right here, place 2 regular rails, powered rail, all the way down here. Regular rails, powered rails, all the way down. And basically what you're going to do is just continue this pattern all the way to the very end. Rails, 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 rails. And then once you get all the way to the end, you should see that it looks kind of like a snake shape. It doesn't exactly matter how you put out the layout, it can really go anyway. But basically you just want a line that goes all the way across the entire thing. So I find this little snake type shape works a little bit better. And once you get to the end, you're going to place 1 block out. Then right here you're going to place a block on top of that, break this one right here, or you can keep it, it's up to you. I'm just going to break it so it looks more compact. And basically 1 more powered rail. And now we can go and test this out by putting a minecart with a hopper on top. And you should see that it goes all the way here, and then once it gets to the end, it automatically goes all the way back. And now it's coming all the way back here, and it worked completely fine. So now what we can do is break these 2 blocks right here, put down 1 double chest, and now 2 hoppers that go like that. And we're going to replace the powered rails. So you should see that these power rails are lit up so it can go all the way back here. And this is basically the unloading station. So it goes here, unloads everything it picks up, then it goes back out. Then that block down there makes it come all the way back here, unloads, and repeats the cycle. And now all we have to do is one more thing for this to be finished, and that's going inside of here, getting some seeds like this. And now we're just going to throw out a ton of seeds to the villager and make sure he picks all of them up. Generally, what I like to do is just give it to him until he has no more space in his inventory. I heard somewhere online that villagers could only hold 3 stacks of items. Then I heard 5, then I heard 9. And now, right here, this is the 3rd kind of hot bar of items, seeds I'm giving him. So I would just recommend giving him like 10 to 20 stacks of seeds just to be sure that he's not going to pick up any of the wheat. So for the wheat part of the tutorial, technically we're completely finished now. What I would do is make sure that he's breaking all of the wheat and he's not collecting it like you can see right there. And now we're going to make sure that the minecart comes all the way back and it throws it in the chest for us. So for the carrot, potato, and beetroot part of the design, what you're going to start out with doing is getting the building blocks of your choice, building out 2 like so in the middle, and then you're going to break these 2 also, and then go even with the dirt and put out 2 far this way, 2 far this way, 2 far this way, 2 far this way. And you guys can fill in these gaps or really do whatever you want with it. I'm just showing you guys the most simple and easy and effective non-costly design. So right here, now what you're going to do is put down the trapdoor down here, You're going to break this block right here, which in this case is a half slab for me. You're going to get out a rail with your hopper minecart. And actually what I'm going to do, just to make this a little bit easier for us, is cage this in. And now basically what we're trying to do is get 2 hopper minecarts on top of each other. Just like that. Super easy. Actually, when I was designing this thing earlier for how I wanted to show you guys this, it took me like 5 minutes trying to do this. But anyways, we're going to go down here. And now the very fun part where we get to try and... That actually wasn't too bad. So what you want to do is put down a trapdoor right there. Break this glass right here so you're able to see these right here. And basically what these trapdoors allow us to do is for us to walk around here, walk into it without actually affecting them. So once you have this all in place, you're going to get your villager. And it just happens that he turns into a farmer. It doesn't matter or anything, but I don't want him to be a farmer just to make it a little bit easier to understand, I guess. And now we're just going to top it off with that right there. And you can change up the design, like over here. It looks a little bit different. So for example, right here is what I did in the design. And so this is it right here. And basically what this allows the villager to do is he's going to be meant to pick up the items. So once he plants the items and picks it up, he's going to try and give it to this villager. And so what we're going to start out with doing actually is getting a bed for the guy that is trapped. You can place down the beds anywhere as long as they're kind of nearby. And I think I'm going to do one here, and one here. So it's kind of symmetrical. So there we go. He connects to a bed. This one's already connected. And the last one is available for kind of the game mechanic that we're going to be using. So once you have the beds placed down, this is what the farm should look like so far. You shouldn't be able to move the minecarts too much or really mess with anything, like you can't break the ground or anything like that when you jump on it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get out the crops that we want our villager to plant. In this case, I'm going to do carrots because that's what I showed off in the kind of showcase beginning part. So the carrots are right up here. And I'm just going to give him a hot bar full of it. Once again, they can hold quite a bit, so I'm not sure exactly how much I need to give him, but 1 hot bar should be more than enough just to play it safe. We're going to close it up. You can see he's starting to plant things. Once again, if they have trouble with finding the villager post, simply just kind of mess around, replace things, change the beds, make sure no villagers are around. So what we want now is a little storage system just for simplicity and to save you guys materials. Just simply do that and that'll work completely fine. And it may take anywhere from 5 to maybe even 15 or 20 minutes for them to actually start doing what they have to do because of just like the way the game works, and it's kind of random when they choose to go and give food to each other. So it might take like 5 minutes, it might take 20 minutes. Although I don't see any of these game mechanics changing in the future, they could potentially change. So if you see this video is uploaded like 3 years ago or something like that, don't expect it to work. But if it does, sweet. I guess you can look in the comments, maybe say something about it. But I just wanted to let you know right there. Also, this isn't a glitch, so it should work in any version of Minecraft up until this point anyways. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this tutorial. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, go and let me know in the comments down below, as well as dropping a like and considering subscribing, because very few of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed, but lots of you do leave likes. So I do appreciate the support, as always. Anyways, guys, bye.